I said, we have talked of thought, we have talked of the senses. I ask him, is there a third movement?
This is difficult. Is there an instrument? Not instrument. Is there an action, a movement, a state? State in the sense, not static state, which is not the movement of thought. That's what you're asking, right?
Not a movement of thought, not a movement of the senses.
Wait, let's look at it carefully. Look at those two words. Thought and not movement of the senses. When you observe the sea with all your senses, there is no sensory movement. Right? Right? Of course. Senses are not aware that they are heightened. Right? I wonder if I made myself clear. Yes, anything that is excellent is not aware of its own excellency. Goodness, in the highest sense, has no sense of being good.
See, what you're saying is,
yes, I stick to this.
you see, Krishnaji, you are taking, let me...
You go on, darling.
You're taking the essence of all thought.
Huh? Yeah,
let me put it this way.
Yes, sir.
You're taking the essence of all thought, the essence of all senses, and it is essence itself then is the instrument.
No, I leave it for the moment. I understand what you're saying. Now, first of all, I like to get this clear between ourselves. When there is the heightened excellency of the senses are not aware that's aware. Awareness takes place that the senses are fully awakened when thought comes in.
Already it is.
It's already gone. Right? If you... Now, when thought is aware of its own tremendous limitation, then it's broken through. But to realize that is not verbal, not thought, not to see thought has no place in the movement of... I must go into this. Steady. Lovely minute. What are we trying to get at?
We are reading the story of mankind.
See how far we have gone.
And we are asking what is the instrument with which we
I'll tell you. The story of mankind is an endless movement. Right? It had no beginning and no end. If you once grant that, right? It has no ending. But my brain, being limited, is looking for its ending. Right? So I am approaching the book with where is the end of all this?
The search is for the end.
Huh?
The
Of
search
course,
is
of
for the
course.
end.
But to realize there is no end, you know what it means? Then you enter into something called love. Love has no end. I may love my wife, she dies, or I die, but the thing called love has no end. But I've identified myself with my wife, and when she dies, my love has gone. Or I love somebody else, which then becomes pleasure and all the rest of it. Yeah, I don't want to intro that. So, how do I read the book? That's the question. How do I read the book? You don't read at all. Right? There is no book to read if you have come to that point.
And without coming to that point, with the other instruments,
You merely examine, analyze, change, move, change the chips in the same field. Right? When you have come to this really deep point where there is that life, that this book has no end and no beginning, which means you are that book. Not that you become eternal, which is danger again, but that life as this movement has no end. It's then the universe. Right? Right? Then there's the cosmos, is this whole thing.